Back again?
Yeah. Episode 10, yeah.
Yeah, obviously just me and Kuran today.
Yeah, to run it up.
You're run it up quick. Really.
Rushing from the gym.
Yeah, rushing from the gym and being a bit. I don't even know how we got so behind time today.
Yeah. Sundays are busy though.
Sundays are busy. Gym was Ramo. Bumped into our gym friend. It was a bit of a mess.
Yeah.
But we're here, still getting a good little pod in. And quickly before we start, to be fair, I just wanted to say that obviously big thank you to everyone that's been watching so far and been keeping up with us. Nearly 100 subscribers.
Yeah, nearly there.
Yeah,
pushing through. But no, appreciate everyone subbing as well. And it's only our 10th episode.
Yeah,
so.
to get what we on 72 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot for us, to be fair, considering that we've only done 10 episodes. So yeah, tell your nans, tell your mums,
all of them. Run it up.
Make them an account on YouTube and subscribe. Yeah, get us to 100. We'll be very grateful.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into this then.
Yeah, what have you been saying?
Not much, to be fair. I'm still being ill over the weekend. So
yeah.
Friday, Saturday, tonsillitis hit me again. If anyone's had tonsillitis, you're gonna know the pain.
I've never had it, to be fair. So
the pain. Oh, I can't describe it. Like I just woke up on Friday and I felt like I was hit by a bus. But I felt like I said to you, Mark Henry, rugby tackled me.
It's probably from the weekend before, like.
Let's talk about that. Weekend before.
Yeah.
Went down to Bournemouth.
A messy one. Very messy.
It was a messy one, but you know what? It's actually been a while since we've done anything like that. Because what I was saying.
Well, yeah, you fell asleep at 12, didn't you?
All right, first night. Yeah, we went up there with our boys. We spent the first weekend. We spent the whole weekend, and on the Saturday I went to sleep at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
You lot were obviously all up and that still.
You thought you had a client, didn't you?
Huh?
You thought you had a client in the morning.
You know when you get so used to like just being in that rhythm, like it's because I had alcohol. I haven't had alcohol yet, so this is a story for anyone that doesn't know yet. I'm not a big drinker anymore. Like when I was younger, yeah, alright, cool, I'd probably go out every weekend. You know when it's fresh?
Yeah.
Go out every weekend, drinking and that, just going anywhere to drink. I was a bit more like that, whereas now I don't only drink on an occasion. So, little backstory. Last time I drank was New Year's Eve. Me and you were together, so we didn't have too much, did we?
Nah, it wasn't like wake off.
Yeah, I wasn't quagged off. We had like 2 or 3 maybe, couple shots.
Yeah.
So I was alright.
Yeah.
Before that was my birthday when we went to STK.
Yeah.
Before that, I can't even remember when the last time I drank. So obviously that first Saturday,
saying it hit you.
It hit me. Couple Henny and I was like. I told these lot, so I went down to a little story. I went downstairs. I went downstairs to go to the toilet. Yeah. I walked past. I went to go into the bedroom to go toilet, and I saw the bed, and obviously I was waved. And I looked at the bed. I looked at the toilet. I was like, burn the toilet off.
You didn't even go to the toilet.
I didn't even go to the toilet. I must have not needed it, innit? I must use it as an excuse. So I jumped on the bed. I was like, get up in two.
Nah, I knew you was going to fall asleep at some point because they've told me to make him a drink. And when I gave him the drink, he was slumped.
What was I doing? I wasn't that waved. I still remember that Saturday. It was a Sunday that hit me.
Nah, I think, like you said, because you haven't drunk in so long, it just hits you different.
It makes you tired.
Yeah.
That's what it was with me with alcohol. It makes me tired. And because I'm used to sleeping, getting enough sleep and that, for me that was getting late. Up here. But yeah, so saw the bed, jumped on it, thought, yeah, get up in 2. With my clothes on, everything, chains on, had everything on. I thought, yeah, cool, jump up in 2. Next minute, no. I hear someone, I think it was Ollie, yeah, shout out Ollie McCoy. He goes, Nate, you coming back down? You coming back up? I was like, yeah, be up in 2.
Yeah, that's because he came up and said to us that, oh yeah, Nate's just having a little nap because he's come back up. And I went down there and you were just slumped.
Yeah, but you know when you hit that first 5 minutes of sleep, that's it, game over. As soon as I didn't get up after 5 minutes, that was me done. That was it. That was my night finished. And then obviously Sunday we went to, what was it?
Backyard
in
Bournemouth.
That's when it got a bit messy.
Yeah, especially like 2 nights on the bounce.
On the bounce.
When you haven't drunk in so long. It's a killer.
I think that's why the second night hit me. Because another little story, yeah? Shout out Ryan Hill. Every time It must have been every time, yeah, we ordered a drink.
What at Backyard? Yeah.
Backyard.
Yeah,
So
Jaeger
we only had about 2 drinks before we left, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time when we went to this place, obviously you order your drinks and the people come, yeah, and then every time the woman come over,
Sophia, shout out Sophia.
If you're seeing this, shout out to you, yeah, because you done some doggies to our table. But every time she come over, Hilly was going 6 more shots.
Yeah, at one point he was going 12 shots. And she's doubling up.
He was like, run it up with 12. Next week, you know, she's coming back, giving off the 6, and he go and get another 6. I felt sorry for her. She must have been blown. She must have done a bleep test.
It's got to be Jaeger Bomb Hill. That's the new nickname.
Jaeger Bomb Hill.
Because
when
was getting mad.
When Hilly returns, Jaeger Bomb Hill was his new app. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was good to be fair.
Yeah,
I think it's been ages since we've done something like that.
Yeah,
it was just nice to be with the boys and that.
Yeah, like it's nice to like get out of the same city as well. Just do something a bit different, and especially when you're with everyone. It's like a little mini holiday as well. Yeah,
no, it does feel like that, and it gives you just quickly as well. Gives you that like time away, because obviously I've been back to work now for a month.
Yeah,
and obviously it's been quite crazy for me. Like normally it wouldn't feel crazy, but because I had such a long layoff and then going back to work and going straight back into it, the first month, 5 weeks has been like, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to actually have it come at a good time where I was like, alright, cool. I actually took the days off, which I wouldn't normally do, and just didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's good to have a little time off, because as we talked about before, like trying not to burn out so quick.
Yeah.
And it's so like easily done when there's not much to do and just focus on work, innit? So
yeah, that's the hardest part, isn't it?
Like even I did no work that weekend.
Yeah.
And to me it was just like.
Did you feel guilty though? Because I felt like I felt a bit guilty. Like,
yeah, I always do. And I was speaking to someone as well. We had like a little deep convo about it, and I was like, it's like fearful of like wasting time, but you also, because obviously we're in our 20s, so you're like young 20s, so you wanna have fun as well, but you also, this is the best time to like really put loads of work in. Yeah. You've got not a lot of responsibilities compared to someone who's older.
Yeah, see it Gary Vee say that all the time. Yeah. If anyone doesn't know who that is, obviously he's like what do you call him, like a motivation speaker. Yeah, speaker. There's a specific name for it, but yeah, he says it all the time. It's like 20s is the time to take risk and put the graft in, and stuff like that. Which is obviously difficult because like when I come back on a Tuesday, I just felt I had this guilt in me. I was like, I've had to rearrange my Monday sessions and just things had changed, and I felt guilty. And I had to keep telling myself like, look, it's all right. It's not like I do it all the time, and it's good to sometimes take a step back because then it also gives you the motivation to go again.
Yeah, 100%.
And discipline. So yeah, no, it was good. Obviously, there's another bank holiday coming up in 3 weeks, so
might be same again.
Maybe I might have to give that one a miss. Can't lie, but we'll see what happens. But
yeah, it's just good to break it up a bit rather than going weeks and weeks without doing nothing, working on weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd love to hear someone else's opinion. Obviously, because me and you are quite similar in terms of what we do. But like, obviously, anyone listening and stuff. I know some people that are just going like, look, I haven't had this time, so I feel like I'm making up for lost time, like with my friends. And people are going out like every weekend, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. But if that's what you want to do, then run with it and do it. And if that's what like gets you through,
yeah,
it happens, isn't it? But I don't know, like I don't want to go straight back into or even think about going out every weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, sometimes, like we said in the other podcast, like for some people, that's their getaway. Like the weekend, like we said, they live for the weekend. Like that's their getaway, like with their friends and stuff. But it depends on what you do, what you want from life and stuff, and how much you value going out.
Yeah, 100%.
Or just spending time with friends, I should say, not going out. But yeah, it's one to think about 100%.
Yeah.
But
speaking of the weekend, did you watch the boxing?
I did not.
I didn't. It's too late.
Yeah.
I obviously wanted to watch it, but Canelo won, which obviously I said he's going to win by body shots, but I don't know how. It was TKO, but
no, he stopped. It was the 8th round. Uppercut. Broke his eye socket. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but he broke his eye socket. Went back to the corner and then they called it off in the thing. On round 8 going into round 9, they called it.
Yeah.
Broke his eye so he couldn't see. But his eye looked damaged. Eddie Hearn, I heard Eddie Hearn saying that they saw like a dent, and he goes, he knew he broke his eye socket.
I thought BJS was like the only one who could like take Canelo on. But even then, it's just like,
I hear some people saying that Saunders was winning. Some people were saying that he was.
You know what? After this, I'm gonna watch it back.
But like on points, they were saying that he was winning and he was doing well. But he's a good fighter, man. He's techie.
Yeah,
He's good, man.
funny as well.
Huh?
See his interviews.
Oh,
Breath stinks.
I didn't even clock. No, it was. I was gonna watch it, to be fair, but then I had work in the morning. Obviously this morning, and I was thinking, was it 4 a.m? You know, they say 4 a.m. It starts at 5:30 or some shit. So I was like, nah, just not this one. I did want Canelo to win though. I like Canelo.
Yeah, I like Canelo.
Big, but obviously staying on boxing. Quickly, I want to talk about that little
incident.
Rat. Yeah, he's a rat. I hate him. You know what? He does so well at what he does. He wants people to hate him. That's how he's one of them guys. He wants people to hate him because he thrives off that, and it's good because I hate him. Like I see through it, but I hate him still. But Jake Paul and Floyd Mayweather, like how he's got
your hat.
Got your hat.
He got it tattooed on his leg, didn't he?
He's a.
But there's just like there's a level of, there's just no respect there, like from him, especially what he said about McGregor and then what he did to Floyd Mayweather. He's just in it to secure the bag, fight whoever he can, like that will secure him that bag, and he'll do whatever it takes. Like
he's that's what I'm saying. He is smart. Like I respect Logan more, but I think Logan, he can't be like that because he's been humbled a couple times now. Obviously, if you don't know, obviously most people would, but Logan and Jake are brothers, and they're like massive YouTubers, and they've jumped over into this expanding into the boxing scene. Obviously started from KSI, another YouTuber, fighting Joe Weller, another YouTuber, and then obviously, if you don't know, this massive thing happened where YouTubers were fighting each other, and it was like some big event. I actually went to the first Logan Paul and the KSI fight with my brother,
fanboy, and
cousins. No, I just run it up, like why not? Like it was good. Like, I actually respect KSI massively as a YouTuber because what he's done, crazy. Yeah. Like I look up to him in a way,
especially in music now as well. Like with his album, you see some of the features he's got.
It's mad.
Like, charting.
But that's why I respect him because can't lie. When I was younger, I used to watch KSI videos where he was a clown. Like when he used to make videos and do all that stuff, and see the way he's developed and taken his he is a brand, but like the way he's taken that KSI scene into music, boxing, even done a film. He's even done a film. Like even the way he's expanded into that and changed as a person, mad. Like I think that's crazy. Someone to definitely look up to and say like it's obviously possible. Like if you looked at his videos like 10 years ago, 12 you'd be like, no way is he in a boxing ring. Are you crazy? He looks the most unathletic.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't look like he could do anything, and he proved that like you can do it if you put your mind to it. And that's the kind of way I look at him. I think I respect him. But obviously then Logan Paul, Jake Paul, they're huge in America as well, and they just keep growing. But obviously Logan's been humbled, like I was saying before, when he did the whole dead body thing. Just a quick backstory. Do you know about that?
Yeah, in the forest.
Yeah. He was recording some. They're proper clowns. Both of them are clowns. Like that, energetic.
I think you're right. Like Logan's a bit more respectful. But Jake is just...
Jake is a prick, bro. He's actually a prick.
He knows why he's doing it, and that's...
He's a wavy guy.
That's his game, yeah.
He's a wavy guy, don't get me wrong. He dresses well in that, and I respect like all that side to him. Like, he's a wavy guy, but as a person, he just seems like a prick.
Did you see the picture of, after that thing with Floyd Mayweather said, got your hat? Like apparently he got his nose broken.
Nah, that was a picture from sparring, when he was sparring in a boxing fight, but people just taking a piss.
Yeah.
He did actually have a thing.
I thought so.
I think Mayweather's bodyguard punched him during the thing. But if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. Like it's nothing major. Obviously, Mayweather is fighting Logan Paul. Don't know how that's happening. I really don't.
Yeah, because now Jake Paul,
but
maybe a way bigger fight.
Huh?
I think Jake Paul Floyd would be a bigger fight.
Bigger fight.
Especially after what happened.
But can't, like
so
they
just do a triple threat.
Yeah, he said that, didn't he? He said I'll fight you both in the same night.
Oh wow.
Mayweather's what, like 40 something now?
If you fought them both back to back up, you'll win both. Easy.
Yeah, run it up.
Easy.
But that's the thing with Mayweather, yeah. Like I was saying this to you earlier. Mayweather is probably arguably the best athlete of all time, 100% up there, and definitely the best boxer of all time. Like, show him some respect. I know that your brother's fighting him, and whatever, you're gonna shit talk, and that's normal. But there's got to be a level of respect.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to look up to Mayweather and think like, taking his hat and that.
Yeah, and
Childish.
also you haven't fought anyone like big and like in the boxing game yet.
Yeah.
You fought Ben Askren, who's
Go on.
an MMA fighter, who's Olympic wrestler, who has no. I've watched him in UFC. And he was in Bellator as well. His stand-up game is terrible.
Is it?
He's literally just a wrestler and a grappler.
Yeah, but you see why he took the fight.
Yeah, like he's handpicking his people, so he knows he's gonna win.
Yeah.
And I think just wait till he fights someone who's been in the boxing game for a while.
Yeah, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Until he's made his money, he won't. But I want him to fight KSI or someone, and I want KSI to do him in, so he can be humbled. Because I think like everything's got to his head, and you can see it. I don't know if it's an act. Like obviously we're talking from the outside of what we can only see.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's like when he goes and sits down at home, and so you might cry. No, we'll punch back. You don't know, innit? Like you don't know what he's really like. But obviously, what you see of him, he's a dickhead.
I think you know what someone's like when they start talking, and I think before I thought about the same as Logan Paul, but like with his podcast and stuff, as you start to hear him talk,
Yeah.
you have more respect for him. And he's actually a decent
How much
guy.
older is he?
I'm not sure.
Because you can see that he's a bit more mature. I feel
Yeah.
Jake's still a child. Got your hat.
100%.
Got your hat. Like I know it's funny in a sense. Like you're like, oh my god, I can't believe Mayweather's got so riled up about that. But I think he didn't get. Obviously, Mayweather didn't get upset that he took his hat. It was more the respect.
Do you think he's trying to be too much like Conor McGregor?
Yeah, obviously you see his thing when he. I think he's trying to do it to wind McGregor up.
Yeah, a bit of both.
But
Because like you saw how McGregor was with Floyd, like rubbing his bald head and all that.
But the thing is, Mayweather's Mayweather, man.
Yeah.
I reckon he could fight. He could beat anyone till he's like 50.
This is the
he might
thing
have
what
to
people
relax.
don't understand. See what Mayweather done to Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor is one of the best strikers people have ever seen in UFC. What do you think is going to happen to Logan Paul?
Same thing, bro.
Exactly.
See, Geordie Shaw. No. True Geordie, yeah. He was. I said Geordie Shaw. True Geordie was saying, he goes, "Oh, Mayweather's taking a risk."
That's
He's
what
a big
everyone relies
guy.
on. Oh, Logan Paul can land this one punch. So can
Try
McGregor,
then.
and he didn't do
Try you
anything.
land it on Mayweather is the best defense. Oh, just watch his highlights.
shoulder.
you know he does that.
You're not getting past it.
Keeps it tight and it's just beautiful. Like if you know boxing, or if like I don't know boxing like, I'm not deep in it, but obviously I know foundations to it. Like his defense is crazy. I haven't seen anyone's like that.
Yeah.
Like even look what he done to Canelo. He's fought the best in the game, man, and he's run it up. Like, do you really think because Logan Paul's big that it gives him a chance? Even Jake Paul was. Is it Jake Paul? So I listened to an interview the other day, and they were saying like size doesn't matter or athleticism doesn't matter in boxing. It's about being technical and all of that. So what do you think? Because Logan Paul's massive and he's ripped and got muscle. You really think he's gonna put a dent in Mayweather?
Yeah, different.
I'd actually be upset though if Logan Paul looks like, wow, imagine. It's a tight one.
It is.
But another thing I want to talk about, yeah. So obviously, like I said, I was ill this weekend, yeah. So I started. One of my clients was telling me about this this series to watch called The One. So if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, then watch it. It's quite good. Basically, what it's about. Have you seen it?
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, Netflix.
Yeah.
No.
It's only a one series thing, so it's only got like 8 episodes. But basically, what it's about, this woman, she finds a way where she can find your match with DNA samples, so she can find like the one for you. Like
Wait, is
love.
this like a documentary? Or
No,
actual-
it's a series. So it's
Okay.
like not real, but yeah, she finds this thing where she can find your match, your one and only, or whatever matches you with them. They could be in Spain or whatever. They match it up. And yeah, and obviously like what happens throughout the series, I don't want to spoil it too much so if people want to watch it. But yeah, it kind of ruins some relationships. People are already in relationships and then they go to find their match and it's obviously not that person that they're already with. And Nah, it's good because it like. I don't know, it's different, and I kind of like something like that. It's a bit futuristic. Like, you never know.
That's why I need to start watching something different because I'm just on mafia and crimes.
Yeah, watch it, man. It's good because I didn't think about it, and then I saw the ads for it and that, and then my client was telling me about it and was saying watch it, and then obviously I had some time, so I was ill on the weekend, so I was like, all right, cool, watch it, and it was pretty good, but it made me think. And a question for you, yeah, because he asked me as well, my client. He said, would you take the test and see who your match was right now, if this was a thing?
And they find the one.
They find the one for you like that.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. What, right now?
I mean, you might as well do it earlier than waiting, because you can run it up.
I feel like we said that so many times today. Run it up. But why though? I want to know.
Because then, like, you could think you found the one before that, and you're just wasting your time. Like, you might as well know now who that person is.
What, and then just leave it for a bit? Or go straight with it?
Yeah, go straight with it,
Yeah. See, I'm different, man. I would leave it. I would wait for a bit.
Till when, though?
Give it a couple of years. Also, we'll be 23. Going to be 24.
So, even if you wait, they're still going to be the one?
Well, guessing so. I don't know, but I'm guessing so. Because if they're your one, then yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it straight away.
Really?
Or why are you saying you'd leave it? Is there a reason?
Yeah. Same reasons why I don't think I'm in a relationship now. Just obviously the whole commitment thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the whole commitment thing, the whole, like, yeah, it takes time away from things, other parts of your life.
Yeah, but if they're the one, then
should they fit into it? Yeah, that's true. Everyone says that, but it's true. It is true.
Because if they're the one, that means they're like perfect, and so they wouldn't take time away from what you're doing. They would.
They wouldn't, but they would. They wouldn't, but they would.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't think it'd be a thing where it's like, look, I've got work tonight. It wouldn't be one of those.
If
they, but that's what I imagine. Imagine if it was. Imagine if they were your one, but you weren't attracted to them, or they weren't your type. Then what?
Then I'll be fuming.
It's time to go.
I don't know. That's a tricky one.
No. I would leave it.
But maybe they can become your friend.
Friends with benefits kind of thing, or
no, because if they're not your type, but they're your one, so that means you'd get along really, really well. Like, literally the same person.
Yeah, but so wait, does looks matter to you then? To that much? If they were solid, looks wise.
As in what?
Just like, solid. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, you're so hard.
But if you weren't attracted to them.
I wasn't attracted to them. But
they were your one. This thing, say it was.
That's what I'm saying. If I wasn't attracted to them, but they're
your one, you would still run out.
No. Then it couldn't just be.
But it's your one. So where's the other one gonna come?
Yeah, but if you're not attracted to them, then.
So yeah, do you think? And that goes for anyone as well. Is looks a massive thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not.
Where would you put it on your priority list?
Not like huge. Obviously, there's loads of things that
go into a person.
Play, like values and manners and all that stuff, like respect. All that.
Yeah. Say if you connect on everything else. And it's a looks thing. So I'm not saying they're like you would be like, oh my god, no way, I wouldn't even look at them twice. But like they just weren't your usual type.
But I guess if they have everything else, then they are attractive. You think about that.
Yeah, you think about that. That's true.
Yeah.
Because that's the same for me. To be fair, like, I'm not gonna say looks don't matter. Of course they do, because that's the first thing that draws you to someone is looking at someone and being like, oh, do you know what I mean? You're a bit of me or whatever.
Yeah.
But then everything underneath that is important.
Yeah, and that can bring that attraction. Of course it can.
Yeah.
It can
rise
like,
the attraction.
Everything else, like making you laugh, like the same values are there, like all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it can definitely rise the attraction, like rise that attraction. Like, if you weren't sure at the start, like yeah, they're good looking, but not my normal type.
Because you can get a really attractive person with none of their other stuff.
Have you ever had that before?
And then they become unattractive.
Unattractive. Have you had that before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you? I'm not even trying to call you out. I'm just saying I've had it a few times as well.
Yeah, obviously, like we've both been on like dates and stuff where you're obviously attracted to them at the start, and then as you like get to know them, you like certain red flags or like icks, as people say now, might start to pop up.
It's not it, that. Yeah, 100%. I think that's massive thing. It's like it just shows me 100% how it looks in everything.
It's like as someone being you're really attracted to this girl, and then when you're on a date with her, she says "bruv." It's like, no.
Do you have an ick? Is bruv one of your icks? See, I'm
yeah.
I'm not running with this whole ick thing. I don't think it's a thing. Like, come on, it's not an ick.
No, it's just certain things, maybe like red flags. It's like smaller version of red flag, but maybe an orange flag.
But I see some stupid things, some dumb things, like people saying icks, like
on TikTok.
Yeah, or like social media, or like. So I heard someone say the other day. Yeah, someone said to me that ick is, they thought about their man or whoever they were seeing getting in the shower and having to stand there naked waiting for the water to stand. How? Come on, man.
No, I don't mean stuff like that. That's silly stuff. That's stupid.
What do you want my man to do?
They're just doing that for like views.
No, but this was an in-person conversation.
Oh, yeah, with someone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. That annoys them. But
you just think it gives them an ick.
Well, don't they do the same thing?
Or someone, I heard another one, a boy sneezing.
No.
Is this what everything's come to?
No.
This is what like Webbs was saying on the last podcast. If you haven't seen it, then go check it out. But what Webbs was saying, we don't have enough problems. We create our
100%.
own. How are you getting an ick from something like that? Like, I don't have an ick. I wouldn't say personally.
But
like,
there'd be stuff that annoys you.
There's things that like I tend to stay away from. But
would you like if you're on a date and she's eating her food and she's like,
alright, cool. That's just manners, though.
No, that's icks, though.
But I'd give him a chance. I wouldn't be like, no, that's it, done. I'd be like, look, you need to
close their mouth.
Close your mouth. Yeah, do you know what I mean? You can work on that.
Oh no.
Like, say if I found my match or whatever, and she started eating with her mouth open, started chewing off the gaff, food was falling out of her mouth and that, but everything else was cool. Then something could work on. I'd be like, look,
yeah, because you can nip that in the bud.
Yeah, like cool, look, well done. But I would never be like, nah, I'm ruling it out.
So I mean, like, you have to weigh things up. Of course, no one's ever going to be perfect. Like,
nah,
see
of course,
in marriage all the time. Like, you know, like with your parents and stuff, there's always going to be stuff like that annoys one another. Whether it's like you snore or like you don't put your dishes in the dishwasher, stuff like that. But it's just if the good outweighs the bad.
But that doesn't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And things can be because you might have flaws as well. They might have flaws.
Yeah,
but it's about.
But everyone has that. Yeah. Everyone has that flaws. You're right. I think everyone has one. I'm not perfect. No one is. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, everyone's looking for someone close to perfect, instead of looking for someone. Obviously, that everything else is there, and then you're always gonna have things that you don't agree on or things don't match up.
I'm guilty of that as well.
Yeah. I would say I'm the same, to be honest.
That's why probably I'm not in a relationship, because like
you're always looking for.
Yeah, maybe they have to. I've got in my head of what I want.
What you want, and it's like, a bit too high expectation.
Yeah. And I think you got to have that little bit of like leeway there to be like, okay, I've got probably stuff that annoys you as well.
Yeah.
So obviously they're gonna have stuff that annoys you, but it's just if your relationship is worth the ag.
Yeah, because you always want to. That's how I see it as well. I'm the same. To be fair, I'm probably guilty the same. Like setting your expectations too high, but I think everyone is. Like everyone will have an expectation really high, of what they want to walk into instead of what they want to build.
Yeah, that's key. I think growing and building.
Yeah, growing and building, especially like towards our age as well. It's like everyone's developing still. Like we're still growing. Everyone in the 20s is still growing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that's why I think if you're in a relationship now, it's about building. You're never gonna walk into something that's like 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
By the click of the fingers, like, do you know what I mean? You're not gonna find anything.
That's why, like, if I'm like dating now, I always think like it's so important if they have the mindset of growing to grow.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, then we're so young. Like,
yeah.
it's just no.
That's where it opens up for me as well. I feel like if I can see, because it's not even by, for me, it's not by the words, it's by the action. Because everyone will say, yeah, I'm in this mindset of growing and doing, but are you actually? Do you know what I mean? I think that's how I look at it as well. It's like, if I can see that they're really trying to grow as a person, then yeah, cool. But there's things we can work on and overcome over time. But if not, then it might not be for me. That's why I'm not in no rush.
And that's what I've accepted now. Like, it's okay for it not to work out. Whereas before I was like, I'm wasting my time. I'm not like seeing anyone or but just gonna do my work. But
if anything, it helps you grow as a person.
Yeah,
You start to learn about what you want.
yeah, you can't always think about like it is wasting time. It's obviously you think something doesn't work out. Still 23, so
Yeah. Give that. To be fair, that whole thing gave me a thought as well to be thinking about the other day, coming from that series. I think that you're going to see less marriages and less relationships in the next, like, it might be 10, 15 years. I think you're going to see less and less. I don't know what you think.
well, yeah, from what we know, like especially being from where we come from, like people get married very, very early, and I feel like nowadays people wait for that perfect time and you have to be like in a certain position or you have to have a house.
You put a time frame on everything.
Yeah, whereas back in the day it was just like, alright, we like each other, let's get married.
Yeah.
But I feel like now people have to be in a certain situation or position for them to now have the mindset, okay, now I want to get married.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I know.
So that's obviously naturally going to push the time of when people get married back.
I just think it's more of a. No, I do agree, but like right now, right, I'm in a mindset. I've said this to you before as well. I might not get married
That's what my sister says.
because I think. I'm not saying I'm just gonna be like, whatever, single for the. I could be with someone, but I might not get married.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Because I've seen what happens in a marriage and stuff like that, and like. Yeah, I don't think you have to. I feel like everyone's put this title on marriage.
Yeah, no, I watched podcasts and he was like an ex-UFC fighter. Now he does podcasts and a comedian. And he's got 2 kids with his partner. They're not married, but like it's obviously like going well. Like you don't always have to get married.
Yeah, you don't have to. That's what I mean. You can still be with someone and have everything that you do if you were in a marriage. I think like a marriage and stuff is just a title, really, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, there's pros and cons to it, but yeah, right now I'm in the mindset of like I might not get married. Do you know what I mean? And if that means that the person I'm with walks away or whatever because they want to get married, then cool.
Yeah.
But obviously, like I said, I could change. My mindset could completely change.
Yeah, of course.
And like in 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 2 years, tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? You don't know. Like things always change, so you've got to keep an open mind to it. But right now, in the mindset, because I feel like in 10, 15 years, you're gonna see less and less of it.
Yeah.
Because like 7 out of 10 relationships I know or I see, they're a mess, bro. From what you see on the outside, obviously I don't know everything.
Yeah.
But like all you hear from experience and stuff, I feel like it's just a mess, man.
Yeah.
Like everyone's getting caught up. Like people are normalizing cheating.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, you said that to me the other day.
Yeah, I think girls are
especially on like socials.
Yeah, socials and stuff.
And a lot of people just do it for literally like views and stuff like that, but they're not really thinking about what it does to like maybe younger people watching it.
That's what I'm saying, because like nowadays, obviously I feel like now women are flipping the script a little bit. Like they're coming out more saying, like you see those social media stuff about like how women are like being with one man and they said, I was scared he's gonna catch me with my other man or whatever. So I feel like it's coming more of a normal thing for women to be coming out and saying that as well. And then obviously you see
just on social, because I haven't seen it in person.
Yeah, in person obviously not, but on social and stuff, people are joking about it so much. I think people are taking it serious.
And guys are thinking, oh,
yeah,
I can do that.
Yeah, and then they're acting like that. Do you know what I mean? They feel like they've got to have a man. One man who's going to take them out the one who's going to spend money on them. One who's going to treat them nice. One who's going to do this and do that. And like I said, that's you, then that's you. But
and I think a lot. What I was saying to you earlier is that a lot of that influence comes from like female rappers now, like coming up, like Coy Ray, Sweetie, whatever her name is, like Mulatto, all them.
Yeah, it's true, man. Like what we said before, that influence music has not just music.
Yeah.
But like people with a high influence, if they're coming out saying that, then it's gonna be filtered through to people that are watching it and stuff like that. But then it also starts from men as well, because the way men have like started that really.
Yeah.
And then it's filtered in, and now the women are like, right, it's like, it feels like they're taking a stand against that, and then there's this battle between who's cheating more, who's doing this, who's seeing that, like
who's running around doing the madness.
I feel like it's creating a mess. It's creating an absolute mess. Guys are being standoffish with who they want to be with because they feel like they can't trust women. women don't feel like men have just got unlimited options, and they're like, fuck, I'll do my thing here. It's just, I feel like it's a big mess.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why in 10, 15 years, you're going to see less relationships. Don't get me wrong, I know there's a lot of strong relationships out there, and shout out to them people that are in strong relationships. I'm not saying this is everyone, but I feel like you could see less.
And another thing to that is this whole the streets thing.
Oh.
I was saying being on, like, I'm done being on the streets years ago. Like, years ago. Now I'm seeing it as an Instagram filter and, oh, the streets
filter.
are calling.
The streets are calling. Go on then. Go. But that's what I'm saying. Because in your head, yeah, right, so imagine if you're seeing someone or whatever, and then they put that up on their thing. I know it's a joke or whatever, and people are going to put it like that, but...
You never know. And I think that's what girls play with. They play with that, oh, the streets calling, or like...
They want you to be like, what, is this serious? That's how they want it to be. But that's what I'm saying, that's why it's getting dangerous and messy now. Because no one knows because everyone's joking about it. Everyone doesn't know what's real, what's not. Do you know what I mean? And like, it's just causing this massive confusion, I feel. It's causing this massive confusion, and it's just causing a mess. And I feel like that's why people now, it's just, like I said, I feel like relationships are just, like, it could, in 10, 15 years, it could be, you could see less marriages.
Less relationships as well, we reckon, or just marriage?
Yeah, well, obviously there's a lot of people in it, so there'll still be a lot of relationships, obviously, but there could be less.
Yeah. No, I think
maybe you see more open relationships.
You see, like, over like the last 5 years, like, people you know just getting married way later compared to, like, from what you know of your parents.
Yeah. So instead of judgment of that, well, everything's changed like that. Like I said, you might see more open relationships now.
As in,
free ways.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. I do whatever I want. But
who was it? Was it Will Smith who had that?
No, maybe. I feel like there's a rumor about that. But yeah, there could be something like that. It could be more of an open relationship now, where people are more, like you said, everyone's so woke nowadays.
And everyone throws that word around like crazy.
Yeah. So maybe it's like, oh well.
But yeah, you're right.
We still go on date nights, but
can do whatever you
in the week I'm for the streets.
Listen, I'm not for that.
Yeah. But that's why everyone has their different thing. But I feel like maybe generations coming through, maybe that's the thing you're gonna see more.
Yeah.
It's something that I've been thinking about. Like maybe it is, because I feel, don't know. Maybe it's just because what I see. Maybe I need to change what I'm looking at, or how I'm perceiving things. I don't know. It could just be my perception.
Maybe we come back in 2 years and redo the topic and see what happens. 5 years.
Yeah. So everyone watching this, I'd love to hear your opinions as well. Like, what do you honestly think? Do you think relationships are messy?
Yeah, I mean, and comment as well, because we can, like, whatever you comment, we can run with that for the next episode. Or
Yeah. Whatever you want to talk about. But yeah, it could just be, like I said, it could be just the way I'm seeing it or the way I looked at it, or I'm looking at it wrong. But I just feel like, there's a lot now. Like we've said in loads of times, social media is running everything nowadays. In most people's lives and whatever, and what you see is what you think, I guess. So, yeah, maybe it is just me, but I feel like, you might see in 10, 15 years less relationships, less marriages, more open relationships, more people just being happy, being by themselves.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Like I said, I'm good by myself.
Yeah, now. I think we both have that.
Yeah.
Like, I love my own time.
Well, don't get me wrong, someone would be great, but I'm good by myself. So you might even see more people just being good by themselves and just living how they want to live.
Yeah, 100.